Home fire. Crews got here, found heavy fire from the front and both sides of the unit. Fortunately, all occupants were out. We were able to put the fire out before it extended to any other units, but it was a complete loss. There are approximately 3 people that have been displaced. Red Cross is going to come out and help out with some sort of shelter. There were 2 dogs that were actually rescued by neighbors. A back door was actually kicked in. The dogs were allowed to escape. So fortunately, no firefighter injuries, no civilian injuries. There was 1 occupant inside at the time the fire started. She was able to get out okay. She did have minor injuries to her hand, but she wasn't transported to the hospital.
For fires that usually cause extensive damage and displaces the residents, we can also be called out if the power is shut off onto the unit, for multiple days, even though it's not damaged, but it might have been a fire next door or something like that. They lost everything in mobile home fire. We'll be providing emergency lodging for 3 nights, food for a week, and clothing. And the clothing and food we give to them on a MasterCard. It's like a debit card that they can use to get what they need to get their lives going again. Seems to be down this year a little bit. Maybe it's been the fall, but I think that we get about 300 calls a year, but maybe 2 a week is probably an average week. The holiday season is when it starts to get colder and people start to heat with alternate sources, or they're having more guests, and there's a lot more going on in the holiday season. So unfortunately, it does pick up in the holiday season.
How can people help out or volunteer, help you guys out, the Red Cross here in the local region?
If they want to volunteer, they can call our chapter headquarters at 916-973-7070, or they can go online and if they Google Capital Region Chapter American Red Cross, they'll be able to go directly to our website, but they can also go to www.redcross.org and they'll ask them for their zip code, and it'll take them to their nearest chapter so that they can volunteer. If they want to help out financially, they can go to www.redcross.org or to 1-800. They can call 1-800-RED-CROSS, or they can also text and donate $10 automatically by texting 90999, the word Red Cross.
So that's 90999 and then the word Red Cross.
And cold, just make sure that if you're running extension cords, use surge protectors. Try not to put any heavy objects on top of cords, and make sure you're not using heaters that belong outside and indoors.